Welcome to another S&P 500 analysis. This is the midweek edition. Today is August 2nd, 2023. Today we got a little bit of a sell-off in the market. So Apple and Amazon is scheduled to report earnings tomorrow after the close. So will Apple come and save the day? We'll see. And here's how the index did today. Look at the list here. We see the NASDAQ is the worst performer, followed by the S&P 500. And the Dow Jones Transportation and the Industrial is the best performer. They are both down a little bit under 1%. Everybody else is over 1%, with the NASDAQ over 2%. And looking at this intraday chart here, this is a 3-minute chart, and the SPX, the S&P 500, see that is down over 1.3%, and it's down about 83 points. And we see the new 52-week high still outnumber the new 52-week low by a number of 28. But also looking at the up-down volume ratio, the most negative throughout the day was near about 11 o'clock Eastern time. So that would be 5.6 to 1 in favor of the down volume. As you can see, it finished the day at 3.6 to 1 in favor of the down volume. We see the advanced decline. The most declining issue, outnumber the advancing issue, is 2,078. We finished the day at 1,685, more declining issue than advancing issue. So that is a pretty broad market decline. And look at the VIX. The VIX came up to the 16 level. Remember yesterday it was down in the 13. And also the put-call ratio is above this 0.75. And it's sitting at 0.79. So definitely the market participants are feeling a little bit more cautious now, although they are not panicking yet. So they are still a little bit complacent because it is still sitting down at the 16. I'd like to see this VIX come into this 20 and possibly get up into the mid-20. Then we probably see a little bit of a panic from the market participant with the put-call ratio coming up to 0.9 or 1. And looking at these chart of the internal, you see the up-down volume was negative throughout the day, and in the New York Stock Exchange as well as the NASDAQ. And the advanced decline actually made a recovery after 11 o'clock Eastern time. So you can see that actually it took out the opening high here in the New York Stock Exchange. It did not do that in the NASDAQ market, but it came close to it. Also, the other observation that I also put out on my chat in my Substack page is when the S&P 500 or SPY made a new intraday low, the NASDAQ or the QQQ did not. So that kind of tells you that the FANG stock is not doing as badly as some other stock that is dragging the S&P 500 down to a new low of the day. So we'll see tomorrow. There might be a little bit of a bounce from these mega cap stock such as Apple or Amazon, and maybe just chop around waiting for the earnings to come out. And looking at the ticks today, we see a lot of institution sale program once you get below this minus 500 in the New York Stock Exchange and also in the NASDAQ. Remember yesterday we were looking at a slightly different picture. It's kind of just hover around, beneath the plus or minus 500. So it was more of the short time framer controlling the market. But today we got some what we call the other time framer, basically a longer term player in the market here, that basically the institutions, and they are doing some selling. We are seeing some pretty heavy sell program in the NASDAQ. We get under the minus 1,000, likewise in the New York Stock Exchange. But mostly looking at the tick, it is a pretty much of selling day by the institutions. Now, like I said, Apple is scheduled to report earnings tomorrow after the close, and here's what Apple did today. It came down and basically tested this trend line here. And for Amazon also had a down day. It is inside of this balance area. So as you can see, today the FANG stock really took a hit. and only Apple was down less than 2%. All the other FANG stock is down 2% or more, and Nvidia is down almost 5%, down 4.8%. If you're interested in more of my analysis on these FANG stock and my scenario for Apple and Amazon post-earning price action, go check out this post in my Substack newsletter. You can find the link in the description below. And be sure to help me promote this video by smashing the thumbs up and the share button. Support this channel by clicking the subscribe to this channel if you haven't done it yet. Thank you for watching and good luck.